Welcome to our Owner Experience series on the Aquila 32 Sport, where we share our experiences, tips, and fixes for the Aquila. This video will cover a solution to a common problem that exists on all of the Aquila 32s. We have a 2021, which is identical in layout to the 2024. And if you've ever tried to open the seats in the saloon, you know exactly why we wanted to address this problem. At first, I thought I was the problem. When you lift straight up on the seats, they bind in the rear. I was afraid that if I forced it, I'd bend or break the hinges. The only way I knew to open the seats was to grab each side and pull or wiggle it until the back of the bottom cushion cleared the top cushion and then raise it up. If you've watched the videos online of the detailed walkthroughs and reviews, you'll notice that none of the sale videos will show a person actually opening the seats, and there's a reason for that. It's not easy. And in the reviews, you can see that the force that the reviewers needed to get the seats open was significant. My solution was to seek out a little professional advice, so I reached out to MarineMax and spoke to their folks in the service department to see what I was doing wrong. They said it wasn't me, and that the seat hinges were the worst in the industry, and that they had bent or broken several while trying to open the seats. The correct way was indeed to grab the sides and wiggle it out. Instead of designing new hinges or retrofitting hinges made for other boats, I figured out a quick solution that was simple and cheap to do on your own. The hardest part of getting the seats open was actually getting a good grip on the sides of the seats to pull, so I figured handles would sure be handy. I found a 1-inch roll of leather on Amazon for about $10 that was made for belts, so I figured it would be strong enough for our needs. Doing some measuring, we ended up cutting the leather into 12-inch lengths and then punched 1/4-inch holes in the ends just big enough to fit the rivets that we selected. You can also use a 1/2-inch long panhead stainless screw if you don't want to use a rivet. I just figured the rivet had a better finish. I ended up using the existing air holes that were already in the bottom of each of the seat bottoms as a guide for drilling my guide holes for the rivets. Once you've drilled the holes, place a rivet in the gun, place the ends of the strip together, and then place the rivet through and then finish it. Because of the thickness of the plastic seat bottoms, the rivet won't reach all the way through, but it will expand enough to hold the strap in securely. Another benefit is that you can remove the rivet fairly easy if you ever want to replace the straps later. I should take the time to let you know that for this job, I used a drill bit, a rivet gun, and some 1/4-inch rivets. Okay, so we just installed these new leather strips, holding strips, because those seats are really tough to get out. Normally, you have to grab both sides of these seats and kind of figure out how to get up the worst hinges in the world trying to get them out, but you kind of have to, that's how you get it up. But with these new leather strip handles, pretty much you just kind of, and it lifts right up. So that makes it very nice. Okay, I'll get you a little bit of a close-up. So you see what we got. Just ran a gun, and then when you close it, literally, they're kind of out of the way and they almost match the seats and everything. So, okay. This is the side view. Pops right up. And I've actually taken a 2-foot rod here. It's nice because these things start to lose their grip, and these are all welded. So you can't really adjust or tighten this. But this 2-foot rod fits in here real nice, and then you can prop it up as well. Pops out of the way. On this far aft seat, I went ahead and put those two strips, the handles, on the inside of these holes that are right here, just because I put it on the outside of all the rest of them. But these handles need to be grippable inside this gap. So when you close it, you want those two handles inside the gap so you can get your fingers in there real good. That's what you want. If it's over in here, or over on the other side there, it's going to make it tight, unless you make those straps longer, and I don't think that's what you want. All right, we've got all of our little handles in. You can kind of see how they look. This is going to make that much nicer. You try to get these things open because they absolutely are the worst hinges in the industry. Well, I hope this video has been helpful in giving you a few ideas on how to solve an aggravating problem with the hinges on the Aquila 32. Stay tuned for more owner experience videos coming soon on a number of topics that we tackle and document, so you'll be ahead of the game when you buy or as you use your Aquila 32 Sport. We love ours, and I'm enjoying getting to know my boat better each day. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya!